Hey Aquarius, thanks for checking out your weekly forecast for December 12th through 19th. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We do have a full moon in Gemini coming up on the 19th. And the full moon sometimes stirs emotions, gets things going. So we'll see what might be coming up for Aquarius and how these energies may be affecting the Aquarius collective. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I feel like we need one more good shuffle here. All right, that feels right. I like to shuffle until it just feels like this is it. These are the cards. So we're going to see what we have coming up here. First card for Aquarius is the Magician. Now, there is both Gemini and Virgo element to the Magician card. So this could be telling us, Aquarius, that a lot of you are feeling the Gemini vibe. You're feeling the Gemini energy that's coming in with this full moon. This is a card of manifestation. It's a major arcana card. Anytime the major arcana cards come up, this is a significant new chapter in your life. These are changes that you're making, things that you came here to experience, things that you came here to master. And with the Magician card, a lot of the times it comes up when you might be seeing repeating angel numbers or certain signs or spirit animals as messages coming in. And Spirit is saying, hey, look, you're manifesting really fast right now, so it's very important that you're keeping your focus. It's very important that you're keeping your eyes where you want to end up, or you're maintaining the vision of where you want to end up or what you want to call into your life. I feel also here with the Magician energy, Aquarius, that a lot of you, this is very random maybe, but I'm feeling this vibe here from the card, that a lot of you are going into something that people are telling you flat out, you can't do this. And sometimes I say, oh, you know, there's people that are jealous, or, you know, they don't believe in themselves. I just feel like the people around you are looking at you, Aquarius, like, what on earth are you thinking? Like, they just feel it's so far-fetched. It's so far-fetched for anybody. However, Aquarius, the fact that we have the Magician card here, it's a major arcana card, this tells me a lot of you are feeling led to do this, led or guided to do this. And some of you have set out to do something that you feel is going to make an impact for your community or for the world. You're taking on something really big in terms of reaching people, helping people, and people might be telling you like, hey, slow down, like, you're not Mother Teresa, you're not Martin Luther King, like how do you really honestly think that you're gonna make a difference? However, I do feel some of you, I don't like that I said Mother Teresa. Oh gosh. Some of you maybe already wanting to come into the comments as to why that might not have been the best person to say, but I said it as a term of an expression. I'm well aware of the things that have come up in the recent times. It just came up as an expression, right? But however, some of you are definitely in the energy here of feeling like you want to make an impact. You want to help a lot of people. You want to reach a lot of people. So I do feel like, as I said, you're feeling guided to do this. And the fact that we're in the Gemini energy here, I feel like a lot of you are tapping into this duality. You might even be feeling like you've discovered this alter ego that you didn't know that you had, or there was this other side of you that's emerging, right? Gemini is sometimes referred to as the twins, and some people would joke that, oh, I'm a Gemini, I have a nice twin and an evil twin. I don't feel like it's an evil twin that's emerging, but it's definitely a very no-nonsense kind of vibe, and very bold and very confident. Some of you who are doing something in terms of putting yourself out there online, you may be coming up with a persona. You may be coming up with a persona of how you're presenting things in terms of like a business or information that you're wanting to share. You may be coming up with a business persona, or with I don't want to say character, but I think you guys know what I mean. But when I say a business persona or a persona that you're presenting online to get across a message or an idea. If you guys hear snoring, I do apologize. I've rescued a giant dog the size of a horse, and he is glued to me. He will not leave my side. So you'll have to forgive the background noise, but there will be background noise in future videos, most probably. The next card that's coming up here is the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords can be feeling that we are at an impasse. And I don't feel this is about you, Aquarius. I feel like your mind is made. But you may be at an impasse with other people where like they're not wanting to step in. They're not wanting to contribute. They're not wanting to help. And you're like, well, it would mean a lot to me if you would, support this, or if you would, be accepting of it. But they're not wanting to do that. And sometimes the Two of Swords is like, neither one of you wants to let go. Neither one of you wants to give up on the situation or give up on this, each other, really. So maybe you were doing a business and now you have an idea that you think you're going to impact people or make a change, and your business partner is not on the same page. They're like, no, Aquarius, what are you thinking? I don't want to do that. But neither one of you want to stop working together. Right? Or you've gone to your boss and you've said, my circumstances have changed and I need to work, X amount of hours, or I need to, change to this shift or that shift. And they might be telling you, no, I can't give that to you, but they're not letting you go. They're not firing you, and like you're not wanting to leave. So I feel like there might be some kind of an impasse for some of you. Two of Swords is also a warning for me. It's like telling me that if you don't take the steps you're being guided to take, if you don't read the writing on the wall, so to speak, there will be some kind of a tower moment. So a lot of you are receiving this idea, and maybe for some of you, it's not about reaching people or helping people. It could be about business, a for-profit business to bring abundance and money into your life, and there's nothing wrong with that. And so maybe you've been getting this idea like, I should start working on this. I should start working on this. I should start working on this. Two of Swords is saying, heck yes, you should start working on this, because pretty soon you're going to wish you had started. Something that you might be leaning on or something that you might be relying on may not be around for much longer. Two of Swords for me sometimes comes in to say there's a tower moment coming, and you're being given signs to prepare yourself so that you don't get caught in the chaos of the tower, so that it doesn't throw you off, so that you can use it to get ahead instead of feeling lost or scattered. So paying attention to the signs, reading the writing on the wall, so to speak, and taking the action steps you're feeling guided to take. Like if you've been hearing, Gemini, I should update my resume. I should update my resume. I should put it online. I should see what's out there. You need to listen to that voice. Or you know what? I really need to start on getting that business going. I really need to start putting time aside to start working that business and get it off the ground. You should listen to that. Whatever it might be. Or if something is telling you, I don't know if I should trust this friend. I don't know if I should be telling them as much as I'm telling them. Pay attention to that. Whatever it might be. Maybe you should sit down, Aquarius, and this might be a good, I don't know if I keep saying Gemini, but this is an Aquarius reading. This is an Aquarius reading. Maybe some of you might be dealing with a Gemini. And so this might be why I said that. But also we do have the full moon in Gemini coming in. So I'm feeling that energy as well. But this is an Aquarius reading. Pay attention to what your gut is telling you, Aquarius. So this might be a good week to sit down and kind of pay attention to that. Like maybe you want to write it out. Like maybe you want to journal. What is my gut telling me this week? What do I feel like I should be looking out for? What do I feel are some steps I need to start taking in my life? Sometimes if we just sit down and start writing, things that we've been ignoring or things that have been in the background on autopilot begin to emerge. So writing could be a really effective way of tapping into what you feel like you're not seeing or what you feel like you haven't realized. You've seen it, you've realized it, it just kind of might be hiding beneath the surface. The next card that's coming up for Aquarius is the King of Wands, and this is fire. So we have air and fire, okay? which is interesting because Sagittarius had a blend of air and fire as well. But you guys have earth, right? And so this is going to be earth, air, and fire elements. This is very balanced. I feel Aquarius, the cards are telling us that even though it might be an emotional time for a lot of people, you guys are going to be very balanced in your emotions. You're going to be balanced in your thinking. You're thinking before you're taking action, but you also feel very inspired, very driven. You're feeling moved to take big steps and leaps, but you're thinking before you're leaping, right? You're doing it in a logical way here. You're thinking before you take this leap. Because we have the air element. We have the air element as well as the fire and the earth. King of Wands can also be a very creative kind of way of thinking. I know a lot of people are used to watching tarot for love and romance, so they might say, oh, King of Wands is a person coming in. It's going to be, a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. And that can be the case for some of you. If you have a fire sign placement, there could be big changes happening for you in those houses or areas of your life. However, the characteristics of the King of Wands, if we're looking at about you and focusing on you in this reading, it could be you stepping into the characteristics of the King of Wands. The King of Wands is very much an entrepreneur. The King of Wands will make opportunities when none exist. The King of Wands will create something out of nothing. Okay, he's also very philanthropic. He's also somebody who's going to want to give to others. This is somebody who finds success and wants to go back and put back into his community. He's found the way. He wants to help others find the way. He's very passionate. Okay, he's very driven. He's very good with coming up with ideas and creative solutions. So a lot of you may be stepping into this energy or partnering up with someone who has this dynamic. Okay, I do feel some of you are working on some kind of project or business here, and you may be partnering up with a King of Wands type person. There might be a lot of chemistry between the two of you. There might be a lot of passion between the two of you, but Spirit is saying, hold off. Hold off. Get this work done first. And then if you want to explore that side of things, you can explore that side of things. But do not allow yourself to fall into distraction at this time, because this is something that's being divinely given to you. And you might have a strong past life connection or soulmate connection with this person, and it might be very tempting, but Spirit is saying, look, do not lose sight of the work that needs to be done. Get the work done, and then you can play if you want to play. But do not allow yourself to get swept up with that desire or that passion. Don't lose sight of what brought you all together to begin with. The next card that's coming up for Aquarius is the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is a very happy card. It can indicate things like a new home, positive resolution during a time of conflict, soulmate love, soulmate connection. But the Ace of Cups is very special for me. It indicates contentment, like extreme emotional contentment, just a very happy heart. And a lot of the times I've seen Ace of Cups come up in readings for people when you're breaking out of the negative karma, right? We all have karmic cycles where we experience the same thing that happens again and again and again. And we're like, why do I always end up working for the same kind of terrible boss? Why do I always end up having the same kind of horrible job where I work my butt off, I give 200%, and they pay me peanuts, and they don't appreciate me, and they treat me like crap? Why do I always have the same kind of friends who don't have my back and I'm always there for them, but then they go and they're not there for me, right? Whatever it might be, we're like, why does this always happen to me? The Ace of Cups tells me you're breaking out of those patterns. You're never going to have to repeat them again because you've seen what the issue is and you know what the red flags are. So you're coming into the energy when I see the Ace of Cups, when you're like, you know what, universe, I am sick of being unhappy. I'm sick of being in pain. I'm sick of suffering. I know what the red flags are. I know what to look out for. I am never falling for this again. The next time I see it coming, I'm going to recognize it from a mile away, and I'm going the other direction. Spirit says, wonderful. Aquarius is awake now. Aquarius no longer needs these painful situations to wake them up Now Aquarius is awake and ready to learn through happiness, success, support, accomplishment, laughter, creativity, love, all the good things, all the happy things. So it's like you don't have to be in the mean teacher class. You get to be in the fun teacher class when I see the Ace of Cups. So this is a very beautiful and promising time. This is a very happy and positive shift, but you need to listen to your gut because your gut is telling you the direction that you need to be going in. You're inspired right now. You're receiving inspired ideas. It's important that you take action. Right? Taking action is the key to your success. For one of the other signs in this full moon, it came up that mastering their thoughts was the key to their success, being in control of their thinking. For another sign, it came up that the key to their success in the coming week and in the full moon energy was going to be making time for emotional self-care. Aquarius, Spirit is saying for you, the key to your success is taking action. Thinking about it, coming up with a logical plan, and taking action on what your intuition is telling you to do. Spirit, and somebody's like, well, how do I know when it's like a divinely given thing, and how do I know when it's something that I'm imagining or that is not right? You're never going to be given ideas that are destructive. That's not divinely given. If it's something destructive, if it's something that's causing harm, then no, that's not from Spirit. Okay, that can be from negative ego. That can be from in a lot of other places. But, things that are coming in to inspire, to create, to build, to improve circumstances, this is Spirit guiding you. Okay? Be sure to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks you might feel more like your moon or your rising sign resonates more than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Have a wonderful week, my dears. Take care.